Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Love of Biology. Today we are discussing about permanent plant tissues. So these permanent tissues do not possess the property of division like the meristems. They are structurally and functionally specialized. There are two types of the permanent tissues. They are simple and the complex tissues. So when the meristem will divide the cells, they will attain this function and one specific function, and they will become permanent. So let us discuss one by one. Simple tissue. This is made up of a single type of the cells. There are three types of the simple tissues: parenchyma tissue, collenchyma tissue, and sclerenchyma tissue. So this parenchyma tissue is a living tissue, simple and unspecialized cells they contain, and it is found in the cortex, pith region, pericycle, and epidermis regions. There are different types, shapes are different, like spherical, oval, etc. They are closely packed or with a small intercellular spaces are present in between the cells. The parenchyma cells with a dense cytoplasm, thin wall, and the living tissues. They are involved in the storage of the food and they contain the chloroplast. So they will perform the photosynthesis. So these are the important functions of the parenchyma, which is the living tissue with a thin wall, because it have to undergo the continuous division and also dense cytoplasm. Here if you see the diagram, so the parenchyma with they are compactly arranged or with a small intercellular spaces are present in between the cells and are of different shapes. They does not have that perfect shape. They may be spherical, oval, or different shapes it contains. Into the collenchyma tissue, it is the living tissue with the chloroplast. It also contains the chloroplast for the photosynthesis, and they will give mechanical support with the different shapes. Collenchyma cells have the elasticity and thick at the corners due to the cellulose, hemicellulose, and the pectin, and these are compactly arranged without any intercellular spaces, and they show the elasticity so they can bend. Sclerenchyma cells, these are the dead cells. These are lignified long cells with the tapering ends. These are dead cells and involved only in the mechanical function. Sclerenchyma with a thick walls and dead at the maturity. So here you can see without cytoplasm. Dead means without cytoplasm. And they may be either sclerites or the fibers. Sclerites are the stone cells. The cells are long as they are wide, and fiber cells longer than they are wide. So next, complex tissues. Complex tissues are made up of the different types of the cells. So these are of two types, of xylem and the phloem. Actually, complex tissues means with the different types of the cells, not like the simple cells with the same type. So here, first let us see the xylem. So let us see the xylem. So xylem is a water conducting tissue. So water it will transport in the plants. So it is a vascular system, vascular tissue made up of the following types of the cells: parenchyma, fibers, vessels, and the tracheids. So it is a complex tissue, so made up of these four different types of the cells. So the components of the xylem, let us see one by one. Xylem parenchyma, it is the living tissue, living cell that store the fats and the starch. So next, trachea, it is a dead cells with the lignified and the hard walls. So they have blunt ends that help in the conduction of the water in plants. So here you can see the tracheids with the ends, and on their surface small pits are present, so which helps in the transportation of the water. Next is xylem fibers. They are the lignified with pointed ends that help in the conduction of the nutrients and water from root to the leaf. Vessels are the tube-like structures which are dead at the maturity. They provide mechanical support to the plant and are involved in the transportation of the water. So whatever it is, the main important function of the xylem tissue is conduction of the water. Either xylem parenchyma or the tracheids or the xylem fibers or the vessels, so all their function, important role is to conduct the water. So here if you see the vessels which are tube like structures, and tracheids are the long thread like they are look like that. So among these four types of the xylem cells, only living is a xylem parenchyma. Next, phloem. Phloem will conduct the food it will conduct. So it is comprises of the following components: fibers, sieve tubes, phloem, parenchyma, and the companion cells. So fibers of the phloem provide mechanical strength to the plant, and this is the dead cell, only dead cell. So sieve tubes have the perforated ends. So this is they are the slender cells placed end to end, and phloem parenchyma is the living cells that stores the food. So here you can see the companion cells and the sieve plate which is a perforated one. And companion cells are the elongated cells. They're absent in the gymnosperms and usually found in the angiosperms. And sieve cells that does not have the nucleus. And companion cells, they are adjacent to the sieve cells and helps in the connection. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.